Hey, hey, welcome to another Mountain Days vlog. I'm on the southern side of the Glyderau. It's a little bit cloudy, but that's the reason I've come out, believe it or not, because I think it's going to be pretty special. As the cloud starts to drop and the sun starts to set, we could get something pretty magical with the light, I think, this evening. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. So that's Glyderau behind me, and then obviously Snowdon behind that. And you can see it's covered in cloud at the moment, but that summit just keeps coming in and out of the cloud, and you can see there's some patches of blue up above me as well. And I think there's every chance that we could get just some swirling cloud and then the setting sun, and it could be really, really pretty. So that's what we're looking for. But either way, we're going to have a nice walk doing a traverse of the Glyderau. So I've started at Pen Pass. I'm going to go up over Glyderau and Glyderau and then back down to Nant Peris, which is where I've left my car. So I've used the bus. I've parked at the Park and Ride in Nant Peris. Got the bus up to Pen Pass, which is ace because it means that I gain all of that height in the bus and don't have to walk so far, which appeals to the lazy side of my nature. And then it also means I can do a linear route, so I can finish back in Nant Peris, which is really nice as well. It's only sort of by utilising the buses that I'm discovering new routes across my home mountains and new ways of exploring them. And the National Park have got a plan to be carbon neutral in their bus service, and they're putting on more and more buses to try and solve the parking problems that we've been seeing last summer and this summer. So there's more choice available, and I guess the more we use them, the more choice we'll get as the service improves as well. You know, if you head out to the Alps, if you head out to Austria, you've got electric buses running every 15 minutes up and down the valleys. And if you imagine, you know, sort of being able to get on a bus every 15 minutes, anywhere around Ogwyn, anywhere around with, you know, up and down the pass, it'd be incredible, wouldn't it? It'd be really, really good. And that would, you know, I think that's the vision that they're aiming for. And if we can get there, it's clearly the way forward. Oh, magic. Just coming up into the sun. And believe me, I don't need to be any warmer, but it's just that magical combination of sun and cloud. It could be good. I've spotted something else I can show you. We've got a bit of wild thyme here, which is one of my favourite things to see in the mountains. If you just gently rub it and smell your fingers, it's beautiful, really, really nice. It's not the thyme that we use for cooking. That's a Mediterranean herb, but it has sort of been used for scenting clothes and that sort of thing in days gone by. And then right next to it here, we've got some heath bedstraw, which again, really abundant this year. This little white flower nestled in the bilberry, so this will be coming into fruit in the next few weeks. We'll be able to forage and enjoy eating that on our way up. I had my second COVID jab this morning, and the last thing the nurse said to me was stay hydrated. So I'm thinking, oh, I don't really want to be sweating quite as much as this up here, but I've got some water with me, and I've got my dinner with me as well. So I shall stop and have that in a minute and cool down a bit, but it's hard to stop when you know how good it's going to be when you get up there. So cool. So cool. So I need to stop because I'm a bit warm and I'm hungry, so I'm going to have my dinner, and then I'm getting a big camera out so that I can do a bit of a time lapse, because the clouds are just moving across the front of Glyderau and Garner the Gade and Snowdon. It's stunning. So I can use that as my excuse to have a breather and have something to eat. So here we are, just coming up onto the plateau on the Glyderau. And this whole landscape looks alien. The mountains here in Snowdonia were formed about 450 million years ago, so they're pretty old as mountains go. And they reckon at that time they'd have been sort of Himalayan in proportion. But over the years they've been worn down through several ice ages, and the most recent of those was only 10,000 years ago, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that long ago. And at that time, the last ice age didn't quite reach the summits, so a lot of the jaggedy rocks would have been sat above the ice, much like they're sat above the clouds this evening. And then as the ice pulled away, it scoured the landscape behind it. And the rocks that have been left at the top are obviously very different to everything that's been ice scoured. And then the rocks themselves have been exposed to freeze thaw and freeze thaw in the thousands of years since. But yeah, it looks like an alien landscape. Look at that. Just a beautiful sea of cloud around me. This is what I was hoping for. Seemed unlikely when I sat on that bus in the cloud. So I'm just setting up a little bit of a time lapse just to get some selfie shots. You know what it's like. Gratuitous photos for Instagram. It's all a bit cliche, but sometimes cliche is cliche for a reason. So I'm sat now waiting for the light. Some beautiful, beautiful clouds dropping along that ridge line. Look. So that's the ridge over Foel Goch in Mynydd Purbydd. And you can just see the top of Cadair Idris sticking out of the clouds. So a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And if that sun just manages to pop down below that cloud, it will light up nicely, and I think it'll be worth the wait. It's about 5 to 9. I think sunset is 9:45, so there's still time.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station. I've been searching for the right one, but I was ready for something more. My perfect love.
Wow, it was as good as I hoped. Ace, absolutely ace. The clouds are so special, the way they've been rolling down over the mountains. The last of the sun behind me now. That's a Lydia Bower, and the sun's just, the power of it's lost behind that bank of cloud, look. So that'll be me down and away. Stunning. Cloud flowing over Clwyd. It's like a waterfall sort of washing down, and then the same over Shabod. We saw it early on, Mynydd Purbydd. That's absolutely stunning.